Good morning. Good morning to all G. Ready Degree College students, BCom Computers in general. Today's topic is about NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. I repeat, NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. When this bank came into existence, it came into existence in July 1982. When the bank came into existence, in the month of July 1982, the bank came into existence. So, committee, when you see, Dr. B. Shivaraman recommended the establishment of NABARD. When he recommended? In the month of November, and it came into existence. He discussed November 28th, 1979. And this recommendation has been passed in the parliament, means in the discussion, that is lower house and the upper house of the parliament. This issue has been sent and it was approved by both the houses of the parliament, that is a Lok Sabha as well as a Rajya Sabha. Okay, so both the parliamentary houses has been accepted and they tried to give the approval, and they get the approval in the month of July 1982. When it has been started, what was the capital of this NABARD? 100 crores was the capital of this NABARD. Increased. Later on it has been increased to how many crores? 2000 crores by the year 2015. It has been increased to 2000 crores. Fully subscribed by the Government of India and RBI. Next, when you go for the detailed structure of this NABARD, it is one of the apex bank. Whom it is apex bank? See, in India apex bank is RBI. For agriculture, the apex bank is NABARD. What is the full form of NABARD? National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. It is a topmost bank for credit, for promotion and development of agriculture, small scale industries, cottage and village industries. What is cottage industry? The industry or the organization which is brought by one family. Okay, that comes under cottage. And small village industries, handicrafts and other rural crafts. It also supports to all allied activities, economic allied activities in rural areas and in secure prosperity of rural areas. What is the meaning of allied activities? The activities which are related to the agriculture or industry, which are helping for the agriculture as well as for the industry. Suppose, a small example I will give you. The crop is ready. It should be harvested. Harvesting machine is also one type of allied activity. Packing the product is also one of the allied activity. After packing, you are distributing it. For whom how we are able to distribute? Through the means of transport, you are able to distribute. These also comes under allied activities. So the bank is responsible for all these activities. So where the headquarters of this NABARD is present? It is present in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, mission. What is the main intention or objective of this bank is? By the end of year 2015, they planned to link nearly 9.2 crore households, which would ensure coverage 50% women through SHG and bank link program. Along with the agriculture, along with the small scale industries and cottage industries, it is also having one more ambition. Who is having the ambition? NABARD is having the ambition. What type of ambition it is having? It should spread its financial sector. To whom it want to spread? It want to spread to all the households, as well as it also want to lend the money to the women also who are under self-help groups by banking group. Okay. When you go for the structure of this NABARD, means who is taking the responsibility of running this NABARD and who are the people existing in this NABARD? Chairman, Managing Director, Board of Directors, Executive Director, as well as Head Office Departments, Regional Offices, Training Establishments, Sub-office special cell and district development officers is the program where it is running. When you come for the role of the RBI, primary role providing refinance to lending institutions in rural areas. Refinancing means what? It is giving the money. Whom it is giving the money? It is not giving the money directly to the rural people. It is giving the money to the rural agencies or the banks which are existing in these rural areas. Bringing about or promoting institutional development, evaluating, monitoring and inspecting the client banks. What is the meaning of evaluating? Checking in detail whether it is right or wrong, the available information. Is this information reaching to all the people, or this finance is reaching to the people whom we aimed to reach? Monitoring. You are checking that this amount should be reached to the particular person of the rural areas. Banking system is running successfully or not? Rural, agricultural sector people are satisfied with the financial assistance given by NABARD or not? Comes under monitoring as well as inspecting. It is inspecting all the banks which are organized, unorganized, nationalized. Okay, that is banks which are giving the finance to the agriculturists, like the state cooperative banks, district cooperative banks, state cooperative banks, primary cooperative banks, etc. It is inspecting. NABARD also acts as a coordinator in the operation of rural credit institutions, extending finance to government, as well as it is also giving the RBI and the other organizations for rural development. Training and research also. It is lending the money for training and research facilities for banks, cooperatives and organizations working in the field of rural development. Acts as a regulator for cooperative banks and RRBs. It is regularly supplying the finance for cooperative banks and regional rural banks. Training and research means what? You know that IGRISAT. Who are doing the research in the crop seeds or developing the irrigation facilities or farming facilities where the research is going on. For that people also NABARD is sending the money. Helps the state government in reaching their targets of providing assistance, agriculture and rural development. Apex institution accredited with matters concerning policy, planning and operations in the field of credit for agriculture and activities in rural areas. It prepares rural credit plans for all the districts in the country and annual basis. It promotes research in the field of rural banking and agricultural development. So when you go for banking services, production credit it is giving for producing the crops, Kisan credit cards, Farmers Club program, tribal development fund, microfinance and village development programs. It is also giving the money for the farm innovations and the promotion fund, rural infrastructure and development. So before going to the objectives of this NABARD, let's see the initial stage of the NABARD. The committee, which committee started when the talk about this NABARD came is Reserve Bank of India. In 1963 they discussed about it, about the NABARD. The committee to review the arrangements. So they got the idea that the finance should be given to the rural areas, that is agriculture people. Some credit facilities should be provided. For whom it should be provided? For the rural areas, agriculture and rural development. So in 1979 they set up one credit institution to supply the finance for rural areas. Later on this financial institution only changed into NABARD. So mainly NABARD functions are of three types. Three types of functions are there. Primary functions, credit functions, regulatory functions and development functions. I repeat once again. There are three types of functions. One is credit functions, regulatory functions, development functions. When you come for credit functions, it is giving three types of credits. Okay, one is long term, medium term, short term. So when you go for long term, how many years it is giving the finance? It is giving for 25 years. Loan, whom it is giving? Not to the people. It is giving 25 years loan facility to state cooperative banks. Why it is giving? For the land development it is giving. Okay, when you go for medium, how many years it is giving? From 18 months, 18 months to 7 years it is giving the loan. Whom it is giving again? It is giving the loan to RRBs and state cooperative banks. I repeat once again, it is giving the long term loans. It is giving long term loans to state cooperative banks for 25 years for the development of agricultural land. Second is medium term loans. It is giving from 18 months to 7 years for state cooperative banks and RRBs. When you come for short term loans are given for less than 18 months. So why the short term loans are given? For agriculture and marketing operations, distribution of agricultural inputs, production and marketing, small scale industries they are giving. So this comes under credit functions. When you come for regulatory functions means there are 4 functions under regulation. Regulation means here checking. Okay, first point, it is doing the inspection. Whom it is inspecting? Cooperative banks, regional rural banks. Okay, it is also inspecting other banks which are related to agriculture. Second point, it is giving the permission to open the bank and according to the application submitted in RBI. Third point is what? It is submitting the returns to RBI regarding the RRB's information. Fourth point, it is also granting the powers to regional banks, regional rural banks and cooperative banks. I repeat 4 points once again slowly and clearly. Please listen. First point, it is inspecting. Inspecting means what? It is checking. Whom it is checking? Cooperative banks. All the different types. 3 cooperative banks are there. State, district and primary. These 3 it is visiting. RRBs also it is visiting and checking the accounts. Second point is what? It is giving the permission to open the new branches of banking under regional rural. Third point, if you want to open the bank, you should submit the application in the RBI. From the RBI it is coming to NABARD. Next one is, it is giving the powers to regional rural banks as well as the cooperative banks. Third types of function is development functions. When you come for development functions, 2 main are there here. Research and development, it is giving the responsibility. It is also giving the finance for upgrading technical skills of the people engaged in the organization. 3 types of functions, I repeat once again: credit functions, regulatory functions, development functions. Next, when you go for capital and resources, when the NABARD has been started, the capital of the NABARD was only 500 crores. Later it has been increased to 1000 crores. Okay, this investment from where it is coming? Directly World Bank is lending the money to the NABARD, as well as RBI is also giving the money to NABARD. Clear? Next, when you come for the objective, more than 50% of the rural credit is distributed by cooperative banks and regional rural banks. NABARD is responsible for supervisory functions of all the banks which are under its control. Just now I said you credit functions, development functions and supervisory functions. Okay, see, development functions, credit functions. Credit functions, when you come for it, there are 3 types of credit functions. Long term loans for 25 years for the state cooperative banks and RRBs. Short term from 18 months to 7 years for the regional rural banks, and short term for 1 year for the agricultural upgradation, fertilizers, pesticides, textile industries, farming, everyone. Okay, when you come for development functions, research and development it is concentrating on. When you come for supervisory functions, there are regulatory functions. 4 type of regulatory functions are there. It is checking. It is inspecting the cooperative banks, state cooperative banks, regional rural banks, all the different types of agricultural banks. It is also giving the permission to open the new branches of banking under agriculture. If you want to open the bank, you should supply the, give the application to the RBI, and it is also giving the complete information and powers to regional rural banks and cooperative banks. Thank you, students. Please listen that this class is very important. NABARD, RBI, commercial banks are the very important topics for the final exams. Thank you.